Good morning, everyone. Brian here with BMK Retro Gaming. This morning I have a review for you guys of the IntelliVision Homebrew game, Defender of the Crown. By the way, I am using the new setup this morning. Hope it meets with some approval. Anyway, originally, CinemaWare, I think it was, developed the, hang on. Yes, CinemaWare was the original developer in 1986, and it was available for a lot of different platforms. If I'm not mistaken, the Amiga and the Commodore 64. Many people might be familiar with the Nintendo, third generation Nintendo NES version, which I've seen some videos, and also, although very graphically nice looking, it was widely considered for its day to not be one of the very best. Then in 2019, the developer of this IntelliVision Homebrew port of Defender of the Crown, by the name of Arnaud Chevalier, I'm not sure. He's French, and so it's a French developed game. Was contacted and got to work, and that was about 2015, and it took till about 2019 to finish up. But it was well worth it. This is a very good strategy game for the IntelliVision home video game console line, and I've been enjoying it. As a matter of fact, the strategy game genre is one of those which the IntelliVision home video game console line happens to do rather well. At least those which I've seen so far, but that kind of makes sense. Intelligent television. You're going to have games, and games are going to seem to fit pretty well, where the entire objective is, or the entire idea is, that they're kind of designed for more of a thinking gamer than, say, your average arcade-style game, or such. And so that fits pretty well, so it goes along with what the IntelliVision games are supposed to be pretty much all about anyway. Anyway, I have my copy I had ordered here. You guys have a look at it. It's not working as well as it used to, I don't guess. Defender of the Crown. You guys can kind of see it's from Electronite. It's got some pretty nice box arts. Forgive the glare, if you will. And pretty nice box art showcased on the back. It game programmed by Arnaud Chevalier. Hope I'm not slaughtering that. But anyway, he's the lead developer on it. And takes you over everything pretty good. Let me see. It says down here, copyright 1986-2016, CinemaWare Incorporated, all rights reserved. And again, they gave the rights over to Electronite, or Electronite, I'm not sure how it's supposed to be, Electronic Thought, it's supposed to be pronounced exactly, to do the port. Then we have our instruction manual, which is pretty nice overall. Let me like glare, you silly thing. Let's see, you have basic introduction to the story, you have game controls, talking about selecting your hero character, and tells you about what to do with the map, the tournament, doing Conquest, see, what was that? Oh, rating. Let me see. Buying armies. Ending your turns and going into sieges. The status screen. And of course, it tells you about the credits and credits display. Goes into a bit of the history and all of the game down here. And of course, a message from Mr. Chevalier himself is what occupies the last bit. Again, I apologize for that glare. I'll have to work around that at some point. And then it goes here into the credits where it kind of gives double credits both for the original 86 game imports and for the this one. And then you just have a basic standard back, which is still pretty nice. And these are basically what your overlays for the controllers look like. See, it basically lets you have the game functions, here on the keypad that you have otherwise. You can joust, pick Conquest, to read the map, to raid, to buy the army to end the turn. Then you have basic controls for when you're in a raid, attacking and parrying on the side. Also, your side fire buttons can be used quite easily and quite well. Like a mouse pointer to do all that from the map screen and all without you having to memorize or use all the buttons that way. That's the way I've been doing it. Just been using it as a mouse type point and click. And for anyone who may be interested too, I am wearing a Pac-Man shirt I'd recently bought today. I kind of thought that was a nice acquisition and thought that you guys might agree, so... Myself backwards here on my own daggum love seat. Anyway, here's what the cartridge itself more or less looks like. Get in there without the glare on it. Okay. It's nothing too fancy, nice artwork. They kind of have the label on where it's just a bit scrunched on one side, but not a big deal, not going to bother me. Obviously a 3D printed cartridge as doesn't show any signs of being recycled. You can usually tell the difference. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this set up with my IntelliVision 2, and we're going to get a look at some gameplay. Okay, there we are. Wilfred of Ivanhoe is usually recommended as the best for beginners. You guys might remember him from he was in a film, I think it was 1982, Ivanhoe, and also is main character of a very nice little not a novel by the same name that's pretty old. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. One of the first things you usually want to do is go straight into Conquest Mode. Before you have any expeditionary army, you need to transfer your men first. You don't want to transfer them all because you want to leave some in your own castle's garrison, or it's going to be too easy for your enemies to conquer it. I usually like to start out with this one right here as my first first little conquest because it's close by. Well, screw you. Oh, great. The tournament. Well, okay. Let's go. I will? Great. I have to wait till he gets close enough and then hit him right where you need to. I missed and forgot to hit my button right away, so... In any case, at least it wasn't for territory. They can also joust with you for territory, which can end, not great for you. In this early part of the game, you want to go ahead and conquer what you can in unoccupied territories. Wait, what? Bull. Okay, go ahead and get my first knight on there. And 5 more of them. Of course, buying men for your army ends your turn. I don't know exactly how long this video is going to turn out to be, because I'm not sure if I'm going to manage to beat the game again. I've done that once already. So I've played it quite a few times, and yes, I know that's... Sheesh. Okay, there we go. I kind of focus more on conquest than most of the other minor aspects of the game. Basically, this is not bad looking, you know. Sure, the map and all is not maybe on the quite same level as exit. Maybe not quite on the same level as some of the official ports and all, but it does look pretty good. The map looks pretty decent. And it's not a bad looking, how do you say, I wouldn't call it that much of a bad looking game by any measure I have for it anyway. Oops. I want to do that. There we go. Knights are not the best to keep in your garrison for defense, but they can come in handy, so... I know that. Let's see, seek safe passage. Wait, what? No campaign army. Okay, this is a mistake. I'm not gonna be that stupid with it. Not really. Campaign army were up my rear. Okay, now I can finally get a catapult. Goody. You have to be kidding me. Ooh, wait. Look at me, that's stupid. Yeah, not sure my forces will handle this one all that easily on their own. The siege right here is an interesting part of the whole deal. Very simple deal here. Before you can get in, kind of need to use the catapult to do a bit of sieging first. Disease. Got these things, use them. They're useful. Disease is more of a long term. Doesn't do the damage right away, but worth doing. Than the Greek fire will cause more direct casualties. His army's already down to 12, so. And for one good measure, one more boulder. Have to be careful of that aim, though, because you can miss. Like I just did. Nice charge helps some, and then you can use the catapult barrage. You have another good one, and there we go. And Sir Wolfric the Wild is out of the game. Don't you just hate me? Blah, 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 blah. Screw territory. Usually it's in a lot of other parts of the game, instead of leadership, it says fame on that one, but go figure. Darn, he got me. I didn't think I was too early. I never was too great at the jousting tournaments to begin with, so. Get back in for a minute. See, it's now time for me to expand my military a bit more. How do you say, nothing good the heck will come from me being silly and not going ahead and continuing to replenish my forces to a degree. More gold, so not bad. I just need to Okay, one catapult at home and one there, so. It's going to be my easiest one to try next. Ah! Not much of a campaign army. This part here, the battle part, definitely is not as graphically impressive as it is on some of the official ports and such. But considering the capabilities of what the IntelliVision home video game console can actually do, it is pretty impressive for it, so. In fact, all this is pretty impressive for the IntelliVision home video game console, as a matter of fact. Okay. Oops. I want to leave at least one catapult at home, damn it. So I would own one knight and one catapult. That should be enough for a decent defense, I think. Da, 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 da. Nice, Gus Bucket. Okay, time to do another little siege here, I think. He doesn't have so much that I can't give him a run for my money, or his. So, this ought to be an interesting one. At this point, I've already reduced his forces enough that he's got less left than I do, so. Of course I'll flank the enemy, you silly. Well, that didn't take much. Sir Geoffrey Longsword, well, he's out there. Screw those vassals. Who cares? Okay. transfer some men over. Leave 6 at home. Here we go. Let's see what Dickless over here thinks he's doing, trying to conquer one of my territories. Ugh. I don't have enough to handle him yet. Okay. One less thing to worry about. Let's see what I have here. That ought to help. That's all I was thinking about. Same thing as we read before. Blah, 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 blah. Screw you. Okay. Sure this is going to work right. Okay, I gotta do it a piece at a time. I get it. Good boy. And, of course, one more boulder for good measure. Outflank the enemy and let's get moving. Ah, and I guessed right. Well, that gives me a whole lot of territory. Okay, Dodo, brain, where are you? Yes. One last time. This is how you play a bit smart on this, you know. You go ahead and get his help for the big ones. 2, that's it. This is going to be an easy one. Well, presumably. Yep, day 6 of 7 on there. The siege tends to progress pretty quick. Okay, geniuses, let's go ahead and outflank them and end this. Here we are. Ha! Second time in a row I've beaten the game. Well, maybe not in a row, but it's nice to do it again while I'm recording for you guys, so. Of course. Who else but Robin Hood would figure to steal the crown? He probably did when it was on its way back from wherever King Richard was killed at. Kind of like in the film with Russell Crowe. Great. Now I'm King of England. Bow down before me. Okay. So that's, there are other aspects of the gameplay, but that was pretty much all of it that you're going to get out of me right now. Okay, so that was Defender of the Crown.